Hey, it's Dana, your favorite psychic. Are you ready for another message? Come on in and get comfortable. Snuggle up to this table right here. Get you a blanket, a pillow, something to eat, something to drink, something to smoke. Throw it up on a big screen if you want to. Kick back and relax because we're going to unpack some psychic messages. Hey, Taurus, how's it rolling? Let's throw some cards. Let's do it, Taurus. Let's do it. Spirit. Source, universal energy. I have the collective of Taurus here with me, and Taurus wants to know what you know. What do you know about the Taurus, and what does the Taurus need to know and understand about themselves, their lives, and their future? Spirit, what is coming towards this Taurus? What's coming towards them? What do they need to look out for? What do they need to look forward to? And how do they navigate everything for their best and highest good? Please give me the eyes to see it, the ears to hear it, and the words to explain it. All right, Taurus, this is what's going on. This is what's up right here. All right. So, someone, right? General reading. Don't know who I'm talking to. If it hits, it fits. Okay, Taurus? So, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is a lack of teamwork and collaboration. It opens the whole reading. Resistance, a lack of teamwork, a lack of collaboration, to the Nine of Cups in reverse. And this inability to get some kind of teamwork and collaboration going on for you, Taurus, has you in an emotional deficit. Okay, you're not real happy that this teamwork and collaboration isn't taking place. King of Wands, because you seem to think that the only way you are going to have success in a certain situation is if you have teamwork and collaboration with another person, place, or thing, okay? And it's got you feeling down. It's got you emotionally disgruntled because someone's not participating the way that they should, they promised, or you think that they should, okay? King of Wands, this is you. Success, the pursuit of success, the next chapter of your life, what you want the next paragraph of your life to be. The Sun, happiness, success, vitality. That's what's coming at you. But more importantly, this card is about seeing crystal clear. Look, Eight of Swords in reverse. New perspective, unfreezing your mind from being immobilized with fear. Okay, because remember, somehow you think everything hinges on somebody else's participation when in fact it doesn't. Your happiness, your success, the vitality, your future, what you want for your future depends upon you and you alone, even if you truly believe that someone else needs to participate. Eight of Swords in reverse is a new perspective. Queen of Swords talks about bossing up and understanding that you are in charge of your life. You make the decisions. You call the shots in your life. Nine of Wands in reverse. This is about not owning your power. In the upright, this is fighting the good fight, right? Fighting the good fight, resilience, persistence, fighting the good fight, spiritual strength. In the reverse, it's giving up your power. Giving up your power. What are you giving up your power? Well, you think someone needs to come along and cooperate with you. And if they don't cooperate with you, the whole situation isn't going to work out. And that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's a false belief system. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is overflowing emotional contentment. Happy, happy, happy. Everything that you want in this King of Wands and the Sun right here. Right? This Ten of Cups is what you're after, but someone's not participating. Because someone's not participating, you're not moving forward, and it's stealing your power. Now remember, as we move forward, that this is a general reading. If you want the nitty-gritty details of your own situation, you can schedule your very own reading at myfavoritepsychic.com. Look, the Fool. Brand new beginning, brand new journey, leveling up of your spiritual understanding. The Fool is 0 because it's inserted every time we learn a lesson. Every single time we grow spiritually and we compound on our spiritual ascension, the Fool shows up, says, good job, level up, new beginning, new journey. right? You never have to face that same lesson again, not in the same way. You will repeat the cycle, but this time you're compounding upon the life lessons and not having to redo the life lessons. Understand? Now, the major arcana that precedes this, the only one in this whole top row, is the sun. The sun is about the healing of the inner child, seeing very, very clearly that you have the power to create happiness, success, and vitality in your life. So for whoever this is for, the life lesson for you in this particular situation is seeing clearly that if you will address the wounded child that somehow thinks someone else needs to participate in your ultimate happiness, okay, that your happiness depends upon someone else's participation, if you will understand that as some remaining piece of some some wounded child's perspective about your life, take control with the Queen of Swords, new perspectives with the Eight of Swords, stop giving up your power, everything you want comes pouring down in your life. This is the lesson for this person. And then we have death, an absolute ending to what was and an absolute transformation of your life, Taurus, when you understand the lesson of the sun. Seeing very clearly that the path to happiness, success, and vitality is always getting that wounded child under control. And for this particular person, I mean, look at that card, right? It's the kid on the pony with the sun and the flowers, right? It's healing the inner child. The inner child dictates all of us all the time until you realize what's going on and you stop letting that happen. And that's the lesson for this particular Taurus in this particular situation. You're depending upon someone else to provide happiness, success, and vitality for you, when in fact it is you and you alone that can create happiness, success, and vitality in your life. Right on. Death, an ending to what was and an absolute transformation of your whole life when you stop depending upon someone else's contribution. Second row, first card is Chariot. Putting in the self-control, the willpower, and the determination to do what you got to do. Look at that, confirmation. Self-control, willpower, determination to do what you got to do takes you, Hierophant, to exactly where you need to be. Absolutely. What is the self-control, the willpower, and the determination? Well, that's the new perspective of the Eight of Swords in reverse to the Queen of Swords. This is you bossing up and saying, I ain't waiting around for anyone to get on the train. I am the train. I am the train. You are not serving a higher power. You are an extension of the higher power. You don't need anybody to participate in your success because you are fully and completely capable of creating success in your life by yourself on your own. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus. It is about spiritual wisdom. It's on top of Cancer, by the way, if that means anything to you. But it is the card of Taurus. It is about spiritual wisdom, spiritual expansion, spiritual knowledge, spiritual understanding. It's about contracts, commitments, the things that you want to build in your life. It is the foundation stones for the life that you're going to build. And the healing of this wounded child, realizing your own power, bringing it all to a resounding culmination, leveling up in your spirituality, and pursuing what it is that you want to be your reality, becomes your reality. It becomes your reality. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse is about no priorities. Imbalanced, unprioritized. Four of Cups, and it's right beneath that King of Wands, may I add, right? This is about your pursuit of personal success somehow. Four of Cups, contemplation, reevaluation from an emotional perspective. What this card is saying is that you've worked this one out, you've worked that one out, and you've worked this one out, but what you haven't worked out is this one. And the information, the emotional offering that's being made in this cup right here is for you to pay attention to your desire for someone else to participate in your happiness and holding off on your happiness because someone else refuses to participate. You can't wait around for people. You can't hope that someone is someday going to change so you can finally be happy. It doesn't work like that. Two of Pentacles in reverse is unprioritized. What's not being prioritized? This fourth cup. You're missing something. You look, your arms are all crossed. You're like, I got this. I know exactly how to do it. And the universe is saying, no, you don't. No, you don't, because you're not. Right? 10 of Wands, burden. The burden that you carry waiting for this person, place, or thing to reciprocate and participate is not worth the effort that it takes to carry it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. This 10 of Wands is also about a burden almost over, right? It's almost over, but you're too busy figuring out what it is that you got to do to get this person to participate, when in fact all you have to do is cut this person loose and everything falls into place. The King of Swords in the center of the reading, followed by the Emperor. King of Swords is a decision maker. King of Swords is someone who holds the information that makes something real. King of Swords, chop, chop, success. Tell me about this. Tell me about this. Yeah, look at that, right? It says King of Swords, Taurus. All right, looky here. Looky here. So the King of Swords in the center of the reading, it's the same energy as that Queen of Swords. It's right beneath the Queen of Swords, okay? Center of the reading, the whole reading revolves around Taurus making some serious decisions about their life. Just like this Queen of Swords was insinuating, right? With the new perspective about your happiness. King of Swords is you in the center of the reading, making some drop dead serious decisions about your life. To the Six of Wands, in these drop dead serious decisions about your life, usher in happiness and success. It is overcoming the battle. What's the battle? Well, it's this Emperor and this King of Pentacles in reverse. It's the lack of teamwork and collaboration. I'm going to explain. The Empress comes on top of it. This is also the card of Taurus. It's card of Libra too, but we're talking Taurus here, right? This Empress is the dirt of life. Everything grows from her because she's lesson 3. She's created from lesson 1 and lesson 2. That lesson 1 makes lesson 2. Lesson 1 and 2 makes 3. Lesson 1, 2, and 3 makes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth and so on. They bleed into each other. They compound upon each other. Read my book. It's what it's all about. Okay? So this Empress is you, Taurus. This is you standing in your power. It's you understanding that your mind creates your reality. Look, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are both telling you what you think about comes about. And the longer you dwell on the fact that you depend on someone else to bring something to the table to make you happy is ridiculous. Ridiculous. You have the power to create your reality with your thought life. Period. That's the lesson of the magician. Period. Your higher power, the high priestess, your ancient, eternal soul constantly trying to guide you towards your true north. And she is the Empress because she understands these two concepts and she lives her life by this understanding. She has the power to create her reality, and her intuition is pointing her to the best possible outcome of her life. Even when she doesn't understand it, even when she doesn't agree with it, she follows her intuition because she knows it is her ancient self. Where does this lead you to? Well, the Emperor. This person, this Emperor, is who you're waiting on for some kind of teamwork or collaboration. Whether it's a work situation, you're waiting on a decision from some kind of higher up, whether it's a relationship, business, entrepreneur stuff, whatever it is, you're waiting on this Emperor to get on board with you. Look, King of Pentacles in reverse. But this person is The King of Pentacles in reverse is controlling and domineering energy. This person knows that you need them to get on board in order for you to go forward, right? I'm here to tell you, you don't need this person on board to go forward. Circumvent this whole situation and know your truth, own your truth, and your truth will set you free. Create what you want in your life based on the way that you process your thought life and following your guts. Anywho, Emperor, right? You think this Emperor is the key to everything, when in fact, this Emperor cannot ever be what you need them to be in your life because they are controlling and overbearing. They are using your desire for this situation. They are using your desire for this situation to work out as some kind of control mechanism to keep you in place somehow. Whether it's a boss, coworker, a lover, a husband, a wife, a child, mother, father, whatever it is, someone in your life knows full well that you need them to participate, and they are not participating because it gives them some kind of control over you. Look, Queen of Cups in reverse. This is your emotionally codependent self. Somehow this person, place, or thing has convinced you that you cannot be successful without them. And you're believing it with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Emotionally codependent on someone else to give you your own personal validation. Absolutely not, Taurus. The Lovers in reverse. This person is using your weakness against you. This is an unviable relationship. Whoever you're waiting for to get on the bus with you is not even supposed to be getting on the bus with you. You are depending upon this person from your low-level, rudimentary, human flesh and bone understanding of life. Step into your power as the Empress. Understand that you and only you control your reality, and that your guts are going to take you where you need to go, even when you don't like it. This relationship is unviable because this person is using leverage on you in some way. And someone who loves you does not do that to you. Someone who values your participation does not do that to you. Ace of Swords, see it real clear for what it is. See it real clear for what it is. Six of Swords in reverse. It's your own mental baggage that is keeping you tethered to this situation. And it goes back to the emotional codependency, and it goes back to your childhood. Somehow in your childhood, you were taught to believe that you need something in some way to be successful in your life. You need the validation, the cooperation, the help of someone, and you don't. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse talks about a lack of effort, and then the Queen of Cups in reverse talks about emotional codependency twice, right? You are emotionally attached to this person, place, or thing, and their validation of you is your motivating force for happiness. And this whole reading is telling you that you need to get these thoughts straight in your head, take control of the way that you think about things so you can bring an ending to the long-standing emotionally codependent chapter of your life and bounce into a brand new reality. The Empress is who you are. Interesting. Third row, first card. Ace of Swords in reverse. You're not seeing clearly. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Upset in the home, the family, the finances. You're not understanding that your sense of self-worth is being derived from another individual. You're not seeing it. You're not understanding it. And perhaps, hopefully, this reading helps you to begin to understand this. What you're not seeing clearly is that upset in the home, the family, the finances, your sense of self-worth, your identity, is because you're not putting in any effort, Six of Wands, to overcome your own personal battle. What's your own personal battle? Well, self-worth all over this reading. Self-worth. afraid you can't do it by yourself, afraid to be out on your own in some way. The Nine of Wands in reverse, again, talks about oppression. It talks about someone who doesn't try, someone who is afraid to try. And the Six of Wands is about overcoming a battle. What's the battle? This childhood wounding, this lack of self-worth, this emotional codependency. It has no place in a successful future for you. The star, your path and your purpose, the destiny of your life is to overcome this battle. This is why you're here. This is the lesson for whomever is picking up what I'm putting down here. This is your life lesson. This is what you were born to overcome. Emotional codependency and a lack of self-worth. This is what your soul wants to conquer in this go-round, in this life. The path, the purpose, the renewal of everything, Page of Pentacles, counts on you sowing seeds on new ground. New ground. Quit throwing the seeds of your life on the same old barren ground that is depending upon someone else to save you, who is using that as leverage against you to keep you where they want you. You're throwing the seeds of your life on the same old ground. And when you realize this, when you conquer this inner child, when you stand in your power as the Empress, you're throwing seeds on new ground, new soil, new opportunities. Yes, yes, yes. Five of Cups, loss, regret, despair, and disappointment. To the Three of Pentacles, because you're not getting the kind of teamwork and collaboration that you want from whatever situation you're wanting to get it from. Why? King of Swords in reverse. Because A, you're not owning your truth. What's your truth? You're the freaking Empress. You are the Empress. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Own your truth. New perspectives. Putting in the self-control, the willpower, the determination. You are the Empress. But you can't seem to get out from underneath the emotional codependency of the Queen of Cups in reverse and the financial dependency of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Right on. King of Swords in reverse is not owning your truth. This is also someone who is sabotaging your own personal success for their own personal gain. Yes. Eight of Swords in reverse again. New perspective. Six of Swords. Leave this mental bullshit behind you. Sail off judgment and make a conscious cognitive decision to draw a line in the sand and own your truth. This is Archangel Gabriel, I think, blowing the horn on Judgment Day, resurrecting the dead from the grave. Who's dead? You're dead. Why are you dead? Because you're processing your whole life from your rudimentary human perspective. You are a soul having a human experience. You came here, whoever's picking this up, you came here to conquer self-worth. That's your mission. That's your life goal. Conquering self-worth, or a lack thereof. You have a calling on your life. And whatever this situation is for you is either going to be the turning point or not. It's your call. But if you choose to step into your calling, if you choose to peel yourself away from this oppressive situation with this oppressive person that you are in, Three of Cups and the Page of Cups, what you need will be manifested. The universe will provide you the resources that you need to be successful, happy, and secure if you will follow the path and the purpose of your life. If you will heal this inner child, depart from this situation of your own free will in the energy of the Empress, right? What you need will be provided for you. You're going to meet the people that you need to meet. You're going to get the opportunities that you need to get to be successful without this person, place, or thing. Seven of Cups, right? Options, choices, decisions, Three of Swords in reverse. Coming to terms with the grief, the sorrow, and the pain that is associated with doing what it is that you need to do to get yourself out of this situation. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Emotional deficiency. Coming to terms with the fact that this situation is using your emotional dissatisfaction against you. Strength. Strong, courageous. Big, strong, courageous, overcoming, being in a position of leverage. Five of Swords in reverse. This happens when you let go of the win at all cost, white knuckle grip, I can't do it by myself mentality. To the Wheel in reverse. Because until you do, until you come to terms with this win at all costs, white knuckle grip mentality, I need this person's participation. I need this job. I need this living situation. I need this marriage. I need this to be okay. Until you understand that, oh hell no, you don't. That you have the power to create any kind of reality that you want to experience. Until you surrender to universal order can't do anything for you. They can't, they cannot, and will not intervene in your free will. And if your free will is going to be sequestered to some wounded 9-year-old kid in your life because somehow, some way your childhood taught you that you have to be dependent upon someone else for your happiness, until you understand that and come to terms with that, the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is just going to let you do what it is that you're doing because they're not going to make you do anything. Justice. What's good and right and proper, what's in your best interest is to be accountable for what it is that's trying to take place in your life, the movement that's trying to take place. Two of Swords in reverse, coming out of the crossroads. You only have two choices in a two, and in the air energy, it's your mind. You're either going to think in a different way or you're not. You're either going to own your truth or you're not. And those are your only two choices. Page of Swords talks about communication. The second you take accountability for why you are in this situation, the second you take accountability for this, some kind of communication comes through to you, the world, that opens the door for you to get exactly what it is that you're trying to get in your life. It's true. The second you close this down and say, I can do this without you, I don't need you to be happy, is the second everything comes into your life and says, here you go, on a silver platter. Here you go, brand new cycle, brand new chapter of your life, brand new beginning, brand new journey, leveling up of your spirituality, an absolute freaking transformation of your life into what it is that you're trying to create while you're waiting on this person, place, or thing to participate. The Empress, all by yourself. You don't need jack squat from anybody because you are hardwired by your Creator to create the way that you want your life to be through your belief system. True. True, true, true. Bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands. Your challenge, Queen of Swords in reverse, is to own your truth. Your truth is buried underneath emotional codependency and financial codependency, perhaps. Even if it's about a job. Your truth is buried. The Hangman in reverse. And your resistance to understand this, your resistance to grow big and strong and assume your position as the Empress in your life is the hang-up in the whole program. Ten of Pentacles. When you decide to crack your chest open and surrender to universal order, when you agree to understand that you are a soul having a human experience, when you understand that your life lesson, the reason that you came here, is to grow big and strong and overcome an identity that was knitted into your subconscious mind before you even had a chance to decide who you were. When you overcome that and cut the ties that bind you to a toxic family dysfunction, your whole world explodes. Your whole everything becomes your reality. There you go, my friend. I hoped that helped someone to think in a different way. Namaste. If you want more spiritual guidance after the video, check out my book, The 21 Concepts of Awakening, a guided journey to expand your mind, and The Science of Spirituality, Unlocking the Algorithm of the Tarot, the absolute easiest way to learn and understand the tarot cards.